Can DCF check your medical records during an investigation in Massachusetts? And the answer to that is absolutely yes, they can. The only thing that DCF can't get a hold of is federal drug records. Other than that, everything's fair game. In a recent case I had, DCF relied upon a father who said their mother was postpartum and that she was depressed. And that couldn't have been the furthest thing from the truth. This mother was the most happiest person I ever met in my life. And I asked her mother, which was the grandmother, was she always like this? And the grandmother said, Kevin, I've never seen my daughter happier. She was so excited, so happy to have this beautiful baby. And she did, the sun rises and sets on this baby's forehead. And that's the way it should be. But I don't always see that. And so the father alleged against my client that she had postpartum depression and that she was this and she was that. Well, DCF had the ability to call the primary care doctor for the child or the doctor for the mother and failed to do both. And inside the child's pediatric records, it was clear as the nose on my face. It was Captain Obvious. It was right in the records. Mother does not suffer from postpartum depression. And that was by a doctor. I can't make it up. Proof positive. So what did we do? You can guess the rest. We couldn't get those records in front of the DCF investigator quick enough. And when the DCF investigator saw that, Dad had some answering to do. But that's not how it should be. But this is what you've got to do. And you've got to go through everything. Sometimes you're looking for a needle in a haystack. So be it. But this needle in a haystack was right there, right in the medical records. I didn't even have to get a statement by anyone or anybody. But the other thing you got to realize too is that in the investigation, this investigator wasn't going to call the child's pediatrician because the child was up to date according to the screener in the 51A. And that would have been a colossal mistake. And those records never would have seen the light of day. And then father's statement that mother had postpartum depression would have been used as gospel, as being the truth, as if Moses came down off the big hill and gave it to DCF in a tablet. But it was a false statement. So what did we do? We pounded it. And said, how can you believe this father, which is true? If he lies about the little things, what's he do with the big things? And the answer is Captain Obvious. He lied. Blatantly false statement. We caught him with his pants down and we spanked him. And when all is said and done, the DCF investigated and DCF did the right thing. They unsupported the decision. And again, I say it over and over again, give DCF the right evidence, the right witnesses, the right stuff, they'll do the right thing. They want to do the right thing. It's just human nature. We all want to do a good job. We all want to do our personal best. But you can't do your personal best. You give DCF a half a loaf of bread, they can only run with the decision and make sandwiches with a half a loaf of bread. You got to give them the whole loaf of bread. You got to give them the whole Monty, the full Monty. And if you don't, look in the mirror. You're to blame. Don't bitch, moan, and complain about DCF. You screwed yourself. Don't screw yourself. Give yourself the best opportunity. Triple X your chances. Don't play lawyer. You're going to get burnt. And this is too much. Too much is at stake here. Your children are at stake. You want to go gamble with your kids? Don't do that. You want to gamble? Go to the Encore. Go to the casinos and roll the dice. Go have a party. Don't gamble with your kids against DCF.